afternoon, everyone. As it was just presented, I'm Nadav Booth from MobileGD. Thank you. And we're nominated for the Innovative Mobile Application in, this one. Do it this way? Don't mind. Okay, so we're nominated in the vertical category. So let's talk a little bit about our vertical, travel. Travel is obviously a huge business, but did you all know that travel is the biggest single vertical for e-commerce on the internet, with over $149 billion of travel products booked just this year in the US alone. If you look at travel, then all of us are engaged in business travel. Did you know that dozens of millions, especially, for instance, in the US, over 30 million people engage in business travel yearly. Now, we all know how dynamic travel is. Okay. We all know how dynamic travel is, with flights delayed or cancelled more than 30% in the US and Europe. With business trips change because you want to have another meeting, or a meeting was cancelled and you want to go back. With ground services being booked at the last second, this is a fundamental issue with the industry right now. And at the end of the day, travel is about mobility, so we're better than this to serve travelers. But then again, how do you do that? I mean, with all the different information that you need while traveling, while planning, how do you effectively put it here? The answer is based on three factors. First of all, context. If you are able to understand what it is the user needs to do at this point in time, then you are able to know what information the user needs, i.e. the content that he needs. If you are then able to present the ability to act upon that information, then you have a compelling service. WorldMate Live, a service, is a service that first of all begins with your context. And when you're traveling, your itinerary is your context. The service automatically builds and maintains your travel itinerary, including both your travel arrangements, flights, hotels, as well as your meetings. We put all that information together, put it on your mobile device, then let you access details. If it's a flight, it could be the flight details, and real-time actions. So for instance, again, for a flight, click through, get real-time status, is my flight on time or not? If it's a meeting or a hotel, you probably want to know how to get there. You probably want to know the confirmation number. All of that is immediately available to you on your mobile device in real time. But then we don't just maintain that information for you. We actually monitor your travel. So we track your trip, and whenever we see that there's something you need to know about, pop, your device brings and provides you with information. Say your flight is delayed or cancelled, pop, have that information. But you want to act upon it. It's not just news. One click will tell you what alternative flights there are to take you to your destination. A few more clicks will actually let you do the transaction. This is coming very soon. Let's look at another use case. You just landed in London. First of all, we brief you. The device rings and tells you, you're now in London, local time is such and such, the local weather is such and such, your meeting is in such and such time. But we don't stop there. What if you're missing something? For instance, what if you haven't booked a hotel? The device will tell you, you haven't booked a hotel, and because we know so much about your trip, we know exactly where you're going, when you need to go to be there. We'll find hotels that are near where your meetings are, that are according to your own preferences, brand preferences, budget, and so on, and let you act directly on the mobile device to book the hotel. Now, of course, there are a lot more examples, but I'm sure that by now you get the idea. So let's talk a little bit about the business opportunity from the operator's point of view. First of all, there are multiple revenue generation schemes here. Of course, service fees are one, and we all understand them. But think about where this puts you. This puts you as an operator between your customers and the travel service providers, i.e. the ability to be part of a highly lucrative value chain. For instance, the average commission that we're seeing now in hotel bookings for assistant, over $30 for one transaction. Advertising, given this premium audience, is an obvious way to go. And also from a loyalty perspective, look at who are we talking about. We're talking about an operator's best customers. We already have established traction. The system was released on BlackBerry a year ago, already over 300,000 users. And for WorldMate, in general, over 1 million users acquired in the last year. So in a nutshell, we are talking about a vertical that the internet has changed fundamentally. Over the course of the last 10 years, travel distribution has changed very significantly. More than 50% went on the internet. The mobile internet will do the same for last-second decisions. Our system is the best of breed that will enable that. Thank you very much.